I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's checking crazy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Switch! Switch!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Check, 47. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, watch this.
And a give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the fly, watch the fly.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that's complete to Cooks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
On first and 10. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Jackson. That's taken in by Callaway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Check 25, check 25. Watch twins, watch twins. Shift, watch the shift.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, round 80, 56. Here we go, D.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down. It's Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got nothing. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Allen flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Watch it. General West. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught by Coleman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
That's what I do.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Now he's forced out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken at the 3. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. They find some open field here. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They come out here in the eye. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Everyone, 380! 37, alert! Watch tight end, watch tight end. Time to go!
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Motion, 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 motion.
Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Right there.
2nd down and goal. Allen. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Check pass, check pass.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards. The pickup there.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Titans.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
44, Mike, 44. I don't think you got it, son.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
44, Mike, 44.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert! Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check. Here we go. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Allen. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll run on first down. Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Right. 44 is the mic. What's the run? They're running it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
44 is the mic. 44.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Allen. He's got Smith here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Tennessee, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see no pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. views. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when